So I want to thank Jeffrey Leone for having me on. Start My Biz. I'm a big entrepreneur. I love it. I love business. When you have an idea, go for it.
Sell yourself, build your audience, build your following, and love what you do. If this is just something that you just like doing on the side, this ain't for you.
Watch it. You'll learn something.
Hey, what's up, kinfolk, family, and friends? It's your boy Jeffrey Leone, and I'm on It's My Business. I want to thank you for joining me. Today I have a special guest, and her name is Sarita Walker, and her business is about dog walking and dog sitting. So you're about to get a load of information on how to start that as a business, and she's going to tell you a little bit about herself, as well as what it all entails as far as starting that type of business. So Sarita, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Well, I have a degree in communications and technology, bachelor's of science. I did start out doing like a 9-to-5, working in the corporate world for .coms. I worked for Walmart.com, PartyCity.com, copywriting, merchandising, all of that. But that wasn't my dream. So when I moved to Arizona and I kind of had to sit down and kind of figure out what it was that I wanted to do and not get back into that stressful 9-to-5 position that wasn't really for me in the first place. So I ended up working for WAG at first, and that was just doing dog walking just to see if there's something that could be a little bit of money, and if, like, you know, there was a lot of customer base out here to even do that, and there was. So then I left WAG and ended up with Rover and doing that part-time, and I groom part-time too. So that's what I kind of do right now, and I'm working on a book as well, but we can get into that at another show.
Well, that's great. It sounds like you're keeping pretty busy with the stuff that you're doing and all that you're involved in, and that's great. What is it about animals that captured you?
I have no idea. I honestly loved dogs since I was a little girl. Even with mom, she would say, you know, you want to be a vet, you want to be a vet, I know you want to be a vet. I always wanted to be a vet, but what happened was I can't deal with blood and I don't like math and science. So you take those things out of the equation and it's kind of one or the other. You're either pet sitting, dog walking, pet grooming, photography, little things like that where you can still kind of be with the pet parents and also kind of be with animals and do your job and like that. So when I got into the dog walking to see if that's what I even liked, it was fun. Like, I was getting my exercise. You know, you can kind of make or put your own price out there on what you want to charge people, and boom, and people pay it because they don't want to walk their own dogs. And then pet sitting is really where the money's at, because you can charge more and you can stay at people's homes and you're not really putting any money out there yourself. So
Do you need a license? What's the whole process that you have to go through?
there's no license, but it is good to kind of know how to do like CPR. I haven't done that yet, but I am in the process of taking a class.
CPR for dogs?
Yes. So of course, you know, they're not humans. I'm sorry. They're animals and they're living beings, and they could choke on food and stuff too. So
That's
it's always
true.
good
That's true.
to have some type of background, especially like on my platform that I have that you guys will see later on. It'll say, you know, little things that people like you to know how to do, like give medication and things like that. That's how you get the business, because they feel comfortable with your dog in their hands, or in your hands. So I basically just had to put it out there that I had the experience to do it. I've pet sit for friends and family before, so that was already easy. I started the dog walking with WAG, so that was easy. And just kind of, I guess, educating yourself a little bit. And I kind of already knew about it since I was little. I had a big, huge dog encyclopedia. I can name just about any dog. So it just came out of just my love for dogs. And then, you know, I worked at the animal shelter when I was little for about 2 years, just volunteering as a dog pet pal. So you start gaining experience that way too, and trying to learn how to dogs' behaviors and things like that. So once I figured it was something easy, and the fact that I loved them, I just knew that's what I needed to do.
What is it that you have found that dog owners or pet owners are looking for in pet sitters or dog walkers?
They're definitely looking for experience, They're looking for flexibility. They definitely want you to be on time. If you can't be on time for like a small meet and greet, they will not book you because then they figure, how am I going to trust you, while I'm gone, for 4 or 5 days or whatever. So those are the main things they're looking for. And then like the last thing is probably your cost and how much you charge, because a lot of people, believe it or not, are pretty cheap when they don't want to pay.
Yeah, business. Hey, everybody's trying to save a buck these days. So especially with inflation on the rise and things like that. Since we're talking about costs, is it a expensive business to get into?
No. And I say that because it's really kind of at your pace in which you want to put yourself out there and do. So like with me, I kind of started small, and I started with Rover.com. And Rover, they take about 15% of your cut, so you can still put however much you want to charge. So if I want to charge $40 a night, they'll take their 15% and call it a day. And they also provide shirts, marketing material, business cards, all of that, and that's up to you if you want to pay that or not. I went ahead and got the business cards. They're like $15, and I got maybe 100 of them or something like that. I have a decal on the back of my car that costs like $25, and it sticks really good. It's been there for a year now, so they provide all of that. So it's kind of how smart you want to do it. And of course you can go buy your own things and get your own shirts and things like that. So it's up to you and what you want. It's your business. You can pay for however much you want and put however much marketing you want out there.
So what else can we talk about here? Now, you're an attractive young lady. Are you on the market? I'm sure there's plenty of guys out there like, hey, she looks good. What's her name?
Yes, I'm single. Don't let
It's not that type of show, so I was just messing with you. She all, girl, let me come home and say, I want a man. No, that's cool.
If you're into dogs, we can talk.
That's cool. All right, so we got that you need to be very professional. You need to have everything squared away as far as your business cards. You need to know, do they ask how many years experience you need to have in the business? Is there any training?
Yeah, with Rover, and I keep bringing up Rover because that's the platform that I use. I don't work for Rover. I just use their platform, which helps me be insured and things like that. So if anything goes wrong, that's basically that 15% cut that they're taking. And they also kind of help you get up there too. So like I started kind of at the bottom or whatever, and now I'm kind of working up to where they'll take 20% to help market me. They're gonna provide like a photographer, for me to take pictures, kind of redo your whole profile for you, word for word. But they do have you kind of take this assessment where you kind of give your own little interview and you tell them about yourselves, and they kind of connect it, and that's how they add it to your profile. It's really kind of cool how they do it, but it definitely displays who you are and your experience. You can put all your pictures up there, and it's really user friendly. So if you are trying to be a dog walker or a pet sitter, it's super user friendly for you and the customers. Like throughout the day, you can take pictures and you send these little report cards that they went to the bathroom, you fed them this much, and you send pictures and stuff if you guys having fun. And the parents like that. The pet parents love it. They like to know that you're there. And then they know what time you got there, what time you leave, and so it's really good for both of you and the pet parent to kind of do it. So I recommend Rover just because it's cost friendly. They do background checks and all of that stuff, so the pet parent knows that they can trust you versus you trying to get out there and just do it all on your own and master it all on your own. It's a good platform. And then when you decide to just say, hey, I don't want to let Rover take 20% anymore, I'm ready to go out and do what I gotta go do, you can go do that.
What else are you doing to expand on your business? I know you do the sitting part and you do the dog walking part. Are you doing like the nails and all that other stuff too, or are you learning that type of?
I am learning. I can't disclose where, but I am learning how to do grooming and things like that. So later on in life, I can incorporate that into everything, and you can have your own. I can have my own business all in one. But for right now, like I am learning, and it does take time. And you want to have that experience to be like, hey, I learned at this grooming academy, so I know what I'm doing, so now when I go pet sit, I can say, hey, do you want your dog to have a bath and a nice little haircut at the same time? And you can charge whatever you want for that, and more than likely they'll do it, because now they don't have to go to other companies or whatever, they can just go through you.
Well, good show. Well, in closing, why don't you let my customers know where they can find you for those who are in the Phoenix area, where they can get their dog sitted or, dog walked.
I think it is, I have to actually probably put it in the credits, but I think it's rover.com/sitter/Miss Dog Walker, and that's MISS Dog Walker. So rover.com/sitter/Miss Dog Walker, and I do have a code that you can use that gets $20 off. So that's probably a free walk to you, but or it's $20 off your pet sit, and it's my BFF20. So there you go.
And they have to go through Rover in order to
You have to go
be
through
serviced
Rover.
through
You want to
you?
be insured and stuff? Yes, go through Rover.
So there you have it. So you want to be insured, you want to take care of business, and well, I don't really need to say what all you need to do. She's pretty much said it already. I want to thank you, Miss Sarita, for coming on.
Of course.
It was great, and good luck
For
on your
having me.
business. You're doing well.
Yes.
All right.
Yes, thank you.
It's my business. It's my business. It's my business.